Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And it looks like Sandstorm wants us to make sure that we say that he's playing community color Magyar. It seems like he wants that known. And with that being said, we got Raydish, which is almost like Ultra Instinct color, which is going to be Valentine's for Petra. I can't wait to see how Raydish does against Sandstorm's Magyar as we go ahead and get into round one here.
The community color Magyar definitely looking like some drip. I like it. You know, community colors are really not too popular, too big of a color in the community, but it does look pretty good on this Magyar pick. Coming in, grabbing that first weapon, Raydish, nonetheless, picking up the gauntlets pretty soon afterwards. Going for the Nair, waiting now with the little gauntlet nerf. Nair has less stun time, so we see him wait after the Nair. He does pick up the read too. So definitely Raydish adjusting to this new balance patch with the gauntlets. We see it there. Beautiful spot dodge coming out from Sandstorm against that neutral sig. Damage is pretty even. It definitely seems like Raydish has one more neutral, but Sandstorm on that such a high defense legend.
Oh my god.
Take that stat into a matter. That sidelight Sair still living that. Raydish swapping over the orb. Sandstorm swapping over to the hammer. Waited in nice and patient on the edge there, but Raydish dropping that sidelight Sair is really bad, but nonetheless picks up another one. Thinks Sandstorm is dead, does like a little victory recovery, but Sandstorm's still not dead yet. Gets the sidelight, goes for the finisher all the way, doesn't connect quite barely, looks for the sig, also doesn't connect the three-piece on the greatsword, coming back on this stock. But Raydish with the recovery off the top, taking Sandstorm down to his second stock. First stock taken in the set.
Yeah, absolutely. And Raydish coming in here with a really, really good lead against Sandstorm. However, Sandstorm saying otherwise and getting that knockout on Raydish's first stock, making this two-stock call. But Raydish with a double signature onto Sandstorm, knocking him into the orange, coming in with that side air. And we'll have to see what happens here. Falling side coming in at Raydish, missing the neutral light, and you can see Sandstorm is really trying to go in hard with that great sword pick. But we'll have to see. This is the character that beat Hardy MJ, but Raydish is also the person that beat Sandstorm in the winner side of the quarterfinals.
And it is looking pretty even. Raydish actually has that damage lead off of that sidelight Sair. Just kind of waiting out the GC neutral sigs. I know Raydish likes to do that, go off stage, use that GC neutral sig, covering a lot of area. And that GC sidelight picking up so incredibly low onto Sandstorm. He probably didn't think that was going to pick up. The grounded Nair into the dash jump Sair is going to set up for some edge guard opportunity. And just like that, Sandstorm tracking his movement, tracking his options just with a simple stomp Sair. Swapping over to the hammer, keeping Raydish off that weapon, but Raydish does manage to find that orb, eats a Nair, eats a recovery for it, but the sidelight Sair still doesn't kill.
What?
What? The
Dude!
bomb just, I don't know, the hitbox gods bless Sandstorm. I don't know if that's pro privilege right there or what, but either way, the stocks are even, and Raydish is now coming up on the orange.
Well, I wouldn't even say they're even right now. Raydish being in the orange of that first stock here. And we'll have to see what comes out. Sandstorm already knocking Raydish into the low. Oh! Knocking him out of that final stock. Sandstorm getting a point to their name in this best out of 5. That Magyar greatsword pick is catching Raydish off guard. However, he knows what he's doing. He just has to be very careful of his spacing. That is one thing that Sandstorm is extremely good at using. And using that platform as well. So if Raydish could take that platform control and be wary about their spacing, that is going to significantly improve Raydish's gameplay going forward.
One brawl.
The 9 defense community color Magyar looking pretty hot. Going for that GC sidelight, although Raydish not punishing his GC there with a big gauntlet string, so that is very good for Sandstorm. Throws out the neutral sig, the spectral ghost, unfortunately doesn't find it, gets that following there, picks up the stomp Sair on a Raydish, another dash jump Sair, picks up the stomp, and no follow-up afterwards though. Another side air connects onto the hammer, using this hammer like a baseball bat, just smacking Raydish around here and there. Can Raydish find these neutral engagements that he needs to? Using the what? The double sideline down 6 splash damage on the stage kills? Insane kill option coming out from Sandstorm's Magyar pick. I have not seen something like that before. Using that hammer down 6 to kill on the stage. Raydish seemed like he knew he outspaced it, and then just the hammer hit the ground and he was out of there. Sandstorm still building up this damage. Barely touch. I didn't even notice how little of damage Sandstorm has taken on this game number 2. It definitely seems like some adaptation is being made. Gets the dodge read, almost killing already. He catches his landing. He had no options. All he had was a dodge. Sandstorm definitely contesting that. Goes out there with a dash up side sig, sweeping the floor, making it nice and clean for us. Demon Island a little bit dirty there. You know, having to clean it up. The neutral light doesn't connect. Raydish closing that gap, getting up in there on Sandstorm.
Yeah, and one thing I think Raydish is starting to pick up on a little bit here is like, don't aggress Sandstorm. He's being really Sandstorm is really being counter playstyle based. He's not like realistically doing anything insane, coming in with weapon throw dare and airs and stuff like that. I don't know, we'll have to see, but I think Raydish is using a medium range weapon. Nice sidelight sider coming in, but he might have to pull out that Taros against Sandstorm. Realistically, because the amount of range that Sandstorm is using is absolutely insane. Even though Raydish is able to get that orb sidelight side air, we'll have to see what happens going forward.
Yeah, I could agree about the Taros. One, Hardy MJ's Taros was looking really good into Sandstorm's Magyar. And two, just the Axe matchup just seems so good into Hammer. Raydish barely making it back to stage there. That would have been sick. Sandstorm trying to counter his Ensig with a preemptive GC Ensig of his own. Ensig talk. Raydish with a massive string into a GC Ensig off the top. Kills Sandstorm extremely early. He was like yellow when that combat started.
Get him! Get him! Oh no!
That's okay though. At least he makes it back. Sandstorm doesn't, contest that. No down 6, no ground pounds, nothing. Doesn't want to risk it. The stomp there is gonna give some edge guard opportunity for Sandstorm, and one simple down air, just like that, takes him off with the celebratory GC neutral sig. The Spirit Ghost. Instantly locking in this community color Magyar once again. Definitely feeling himself after that. Now will Raydish. Yep, there it is. We talked about the roast. There it is. Level 38. Black Taros. Got the menacing looking axe weapon too. Will this be enough to bring it back against the Storm?
No. I will say this though.
They said no. They just said no. Not gonna be enough.
We'll have to see though, but I'll be honest, with the way Sandstorm was against Hardy with that Taros pick, this might be the pick here for Raydish. We'll have to see though. I mean, the way oh my gosh, the way Sandstorm's starting off this matchup within the first 5 seconds is absolutely insane. Already knocking Raydish into the orange within the first 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. Oh no, he's not even touched yet. Okay, he just now got hit. Oh, he threw the weapon away. That's not good.
He is just having a fun time with this Magyar pick now, throwing out these neutral sigs. Raydish starting to pick up, getting these punishes. Goes for the GC stomp downer. Wasn't really stacked enough to hit the downer. I think Sarah was gonna move, and then loses his first stock. But unfortunately, Raydish is in the dark red, so Sandstorm might just have to do a little sneeze on him to get out of there. But as I say that, he does sneeze on him. It doesn't kill the unarmed neutralite, and swaps over this greatsword. May have a hard time killing with this greatsword. Raydish just fully sending this ground pound. Sandstorm not really wanting to contest it with anything. Does throw a weapon at him, gets back to stage, picks up the hammer, hits the Sayer, evens up the stocks. But we can't remember, Raydish was very far behind and killed Sandstorm extremely early with that Taros hammer side sig. So we might be seeing some more early kills like that are going to be very good for Raydish. Damage is almost just about even. Sandstorm definitely evening it up, looking to do that. Hits the stair off the stage, hits the weapon throw, goes for the ground pound. Raydish using his dodges and his jumps very wisely to avoid getting killed there. Very narrowly, Raydish is in the red now, fishing for that GC neutral sig. Sandstorm not able to find the down sig punish, but both of them kind of went unhit, so that's okay. Raydish looking again for the side sig. Sandstorm said not happening again, gets right behind it. Beautiful punish with the stomp there, and now Sandstorm has the lead once again.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, I mean, in Raydish's mindset, he's got to be like, okay, I need to go ahead and get this damage build up and get this knockout option. Then go ahead and have an even matchup against Sandstorm. But Sandstorm's not realistically even allowing him to go ahead and do so. We do have Raydish coming in with a two-piece with the axe, but right now, Raydish is already in the orange on that final stock. Gets that recovery, though. Grabs that axe. Sandstorm with no weapon. Gets Gravity down late knocked out by Raydish. Raydish has to pop off now if he wants to go ahead and advance into the next round. Oh, no. What'd you do?
Oh, no. He almost had the Java special into SD.
Oh,
That's
no.